Hello YouTube, and welcome to part 2 of the tutorial on how to build an ALU. In this tutorial I'll be discussing how to build what is called a full bit ripple carry adder, which is what these funny looking things here are. What these do is basically allow you to add two binary numbers together. So just so you know what I'm talking about, I'm going to fly back over into the control room and give you a look. So if you have a look on the wall here, you can see I've got an orange row of switches at the top and a blue row at the bottom. When you see the ripple carry adder's inputs, this is what I'll be referring to. Now if you have a look here, you can see blue, which was the bottom row, and orange, which was the top row, and the two inputs that come from them. Now ripple carry adders actually have three inputs that you need to be concerned about. So the way these things work is basically they allow you to do addition on one binary digit. So because if you add 1 and 1 together it makes 2, that actually becomes 2 binary digits, even though these can only output 1 binary digit from this wire here. So how these work is it's got A in, B in, C in, and some out, and it's also got another output called the carry out. So what basically happens is, if only one of these wires is on, then the sum out will be on. If two of any of these three inputs are on, then this wire here is on. And if all three are on, then both outputs are on. So let me just demonstrate that for you. So this should be on, and that should be off. Now if I put this one on, you should see this one on, and this one off, yep. And if I put this one on, all three should be on, which they are. And that is basically how it counts. So each one of these is 1, and it outputs either 1 or 0, and it also tells the next carry, the ripple carry adder, that if it's got an overflow or not, and that also does the same arithmetic. So I'll actually show you how to construct one of these. I've built two before, just so you can see how they work in pairs, but I'll show you how to build one now, and then you can build your own other two or whatever if you want to follow along that way. But this is just to demonstrate how it works. So like this, then we put one here, and then one here like this. 2, 3, 4, then we go boom, boom, like that. And we want to put 2 redstone torches like this, another 2 like this, oops. And then we want to put one here, one here, one here, and I have one here. And that's it for the... oh, I also forgot the redstone. There we go, like that. That's it for the bottom row, apart from the 2 on the front, which will be the output ones. I'll actually give you the wiring diagram for the logic for these as well, so you can follow along that way if you find it easier, if you want to build it yourself. Now, don't worry if you don't understand what's happening here. It's because it's a compressed version. You could actually build one of these, seeing how the logic gates and stuff fit together, and it will be quite larger, but this is like the condensed version of them. So the next thing we want to do is the second row, which is this. I put that. Yeah, I did. Why aren't they turning off? Oh, that's right. This. And then we gotta put here, and then here. Okay, cool. So then we gotta go this way. I'm gonna put one here. If you are building one of these and you don't get the expected output for whatever reason, it's probably because you forgot to put a torch down or a piece of red wire down, a redstone wire down in the correct position. And they are kind of tedious to build. I occasionally make a mistake and I'm like, whoa, what's going on here? Logic's broken, but yeah, it does work. Then this one, gotta put that there, and this on here, and then this, and this. So this is where the input comes in. When you are constructing these, you must make sure that the wire is pointing towards the input here, so it will turn off like that. Because if you have it like this, pointing sidewards, it doesn't turn this torch off here. But if you have it pointing in, it does turn it off. The best way I came up to fix that problem is just to have 2 spaces between each one, like this. And it should work fine after that. So let's see, is it all finished? Oh, wait, I'm missing one down here. That one, and that. Okay, so now let's test it. Okay, so if I flick the switch, the light should go on, and it does. If I flick this one, it should turn off, and that one should turn on. Yep, that's working. So if I put a torch here, it should go on. And if I flick either of these two, it should go off and that should go on. Yep, and if I flick this one on now, then they should both stay on. And yeah, it does. So I'll just take this torch off. The first adder will never have an input, and will never have a C input, because there's obviously no number behind it, so it doesn't need one. But everyone after it will, and of course the last one doesn't need an output because it's not passing the number on or anything. So let's go 1 plus, sorry, 3 plus 1 is 4, which seems to be working because this is binary output. 1, 2, and 4. So the total number we can add to is 7 with these 3 here. So the left is the top row and the right is the bottom row from the control room. And we add up all the left inputs to get our first number that we want to add, and we add up all the right inputs to get the second number we want to add. So we know that, where's the sign? Oh. Sign, there it is. So we know that this is 1, and we know that these are 2, and we know that these are 4. So say we want to add, oh I don't know, 2 plus 3, which will be 5. So we go, is it 2 for the first number, plus 3, which is 1 and 2, so that should be 5. And we can see from the output that 4 plus 1 equals 5. And yeah, that is basically it for the ripple carry adders. However many bits you want to add to is how far you should make these. One thing that I may mention, in the previous tutorial I explained how to build the what's called a multiplexer, which is this thing here. When you want to activate the addition circuit, you will need an AND gate on the output for the adding circuit. So this is it here. These are AND gates, so it requires the multiplexer to have this wire activated, and then whatever inputs that are being passed from the input bus line, which is just here. So the signal comes in from the switch in the control room. It checks that the addition circuit is activated, and if it is, it allows the addition operation to pass through a signal, which in turn goes into the ripple carryout. And that's it. I will bring up the schematic, the logic schematic on how to create these adders, so you can figure out how they're working logically. But I haven't found a more compressed way to make them than these here. I didn't come up with this design, I got it from the Minecraft wiki, but yeah, some other smart dude figured it out. Anyway, I hope you have a great day.